Good morning, everyone. It's Robbie here, and this is FrekiFitWolf. So today is going to be a tag video. And yes, I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday, but I just woke up and I realized, well, Sandy reminded me that she tagged me in a tag video last week, but then after being sick and stuff, I kind of forgot. So I feel like I waited long enough, time to do it. As you can tell, I didn't even make my bed. I got up and yeah, because I slept like a rock last night. I think because of the time change, I was tired. I mean, I went to bed my usual time, which is one of the questions in this tag, so I won't say when, but I slept all the way through. Normally, I'm the person that I wake up probably 5-6 times. I haven't checked what my Fitbit says, but I just know normally I wake up a bunch and I have to use the restroom a bunch of times. And I was super thirsty last night, so like this was filled with water, I chugged it. This was filled with water, I chugged it. It was, yeah, I chugged all that, and I still did not wake up a million times to go pee. That was kind of cool, kind of nice. I feel like my voice still sounds groggy, but I am awake, which is great. So I want to get this video going, and then I'm going to go to the gym. I haven't been since last Tuesday, so I'm going to be exhausted afterwards, I'm sure. But yeah, so anyway, let's get into it. So first of all, tag video. If you don't know what that is basically somebody has a bunch of questions, they answer, and then they tag other YouTubers, and they take those and answer them. So Let's Get Fit with Sandy is the one who tagged me. Her channel will be down below. She has posted quite a few since then, so you might have to go back if you do want to see her answers. But still, all of her videos are great, and do it. I am actually really behind on a bunch of videos, and so that was kind of incentive, like, okay, cool, I can get caught up. But anyway, so the people that I am tagging are Lisa over at From Dumpy to Diva, because I feel like it's been a while since she's done a video like this, and I miss her face on those topics. No Excuses in TP and Weight Loss, Mary Fran. I'm tagging her. I am tagging Kat on Point. I am tagging Dish with D, and I am tagging Tracy from A Trials of a Long-Haired Girl. I will have all of their links down below so that you guys can check out their channels if you don't already. You probably already subscribed to all of these guys, girls, ladies, women. But if you haven't, check them out, subscribe to them. At the very least, when they upload their tags, watch those, because those I think are fun. They're basically, like I said, a bunch of random questions, and this one is a little bit of everything tag. So basically very, very sporadic questions, and I like them because we get to know some of the YouTubers, because I know sometimes I share some of my personality and some of my life. I don't do a bunch of the daily vlogs where you get to know a lot. So these are kind of fun because it's like, oh yeah, that'd be something that I could share with you guys. I never really think to do it. I never really know what you guys want to know about me. I mainly try to stick to the weight loss topic, and then I share bits and pieces here and there. Anyway, so the first question, and all the questions will be down below. And if you are a YouTuber and you want to do these questions, or even if you're not and you want to comment with the questions, feel free. But if you are a YouTuber and you do, let me know when you post a video, and then in one of my videos, I'll mention, hey, so-and-so did this, go check them out, and I'll link you. Okay, so the first one is, what time do you go to bed? When I say usual time, I start trying to wind down at 11. So that's when, you know, I'm like getting in bed. I usually lately have been putting on like an episode of Eureka or something, and I'm watching that until I'm like, wait, I missed a few parts of this episode, so turn it off and go to sleep. Starting at 11, so anywhere between 11 and like 1 is when I usually fall asleep. Last night it was, I think, pretty quick when I started to go to sleep at 11. Sometimes it takes me forever to go to sleep. Sometimes it can happen really quickly. But as you guys know from yesterday's video, I did a lot yesterday. It was a very long day, and it was mostly good stuff. I did visit a friend in the hospital. He's doing okay. But so emotional draining and you know, just a lot of activity and a lot of socialness. So it wore me out. All right, number 2. You can only choose one fast food restaurant. Which one? That is hard. It really depends on what meal, which inner fatty right there. So if we're talking breakfast, Hardee's. They have the best biscuits in the entire world. I don't love the rest of their food that much, though. So wouldn't keep it for the rest. For in general, I would probably say Taco Bell. I don't have it often. You guys know when I was going to fast food a lot, I was going to McDonald's a lot. That was typically more for convenience rather than anything else. It's literally on my drive home. Two of them are literally really close to on my drive home from work, and the other ones just aren't that close. So Taco Bell or even Wendy's, especially because maybe I'm going to switch to Wendy's. I like Taco Bell's food better, but Wendy's has way better, healthier options on their menu and lower point foods. So I'll say Wendy's. All right, number 3. What part of your body can use some lotion? I'm a hairstylist. My hands are in water all day long. These dry out like crazy. And actually, I need to do that right now. So, hold up. So my hands are my main issue. My elbows, sometimes, they were actually really bad when I was a kid. Like, I don't know what was going on when I was a kid. Like, it was one of those kids, tease me for being part alligator or some nonsense because these were dried and cracked out. I don't lotion them, but maybe while I'm here, but they were horrible. Now, just my hands. Number 4, when things break, do you prefer to replace or repair? It depends on what type of thing we're talking about. Like my ceiling fan that broke. I don't think I mentioned that. So the other day while I was sick, my ceiling fan is typically going all the time. One of the blades broke off while it was on. Went flying, knocked everything off my shelves, went flying to the floor, and broke, not just snapped. So that type of thing, I would just rather replace instead of trying to figure out how to fix that. But then like little things like on the shoes, if it's something that I can fix, I'd rather fix. So it depends on the thing. Number 5, if you had all the money in the world, what would be the first thing you would buy? Well, first of all, I would pay off all my debt and my car. And then from there, I'd probably buy a vacation first before anything else. Just get away, go somewhere. And yeah, so that would probably be the first thing to buy or do with the money. Number 6, would you rather keep the same sleep schedule or hibernate for 3 months and have the other 9 months of 24/7 alertness without being tired? I would rather sleep for 3 months. If I could pick when, I don't want to sleep through all of winter because I like colder weather. But to be able to go and not be tired for 24/7, because I always feel like there's not enough time in the day to get things done, which there is. I'm just a matter of prioritizing and organizing my life a little bit better. But so yeah, if I could do that for 24 hours straight, plus nighttime. I love nighttime. I'm glad the time changed, but I do love once it gets dark. I enjoy those hours. It's so peaceful, but maybe it wouldn't be as peaceful if people are all up and awake. Oh, I'm still going to choose that route. Next one, number 7. Have you ever cried at a movie? Name it. Yeah, I can't think of the name of the one. There was one when I was younger, Homeward Bound, the dog and cat movie where they get away. When they reunite with their family, for some reason, that got me going. And even now sometimes. But basically any movie nowadays, if a mom dies, if a kid loses their parent, especially, oddly enough, if it's an adult losing their parent, because it's more relatable to when my mom passed away when I was 25. So I can't think of any examples, because a lot of times if that's going on, I'm not a huge fan. I don't follow too much. I forget those movies. So yeah, so those type of moments will get me going. Sometimes depending on my mood, if it's really, really sappy, that can get me teary-eyed, not like actual crying. All right, number 8 is never returning something you borrowed stealing. I think it depends on the situation. I have a horrible, horrible memory. So I have been guilty of this, but not because I was planning on not returning, but because I forgot. And then the other people forgot or didn't want to say anything. So in those cases, I don't see it as stealing because that was not my intention. If it was, I'm borrowing this and then just hoping they never ask for it back and keep it forever, then that kind of is, because you have a little ulterior motive. That sounds wrong. Is that wrong? I don't know. Either way, you have another motive besides just actually wanting to borrow it. You are secretly wanting to steal it. And that would be considered stealing in my book. But also, there might be certain things, I don't loan out a lot of stuff, but like a lot of things, like say if it's money or whatever, mentally, if I loan it out, it's in my head that I'm not getting it back. And if I do, wonderful. But that way I don't get mad if I don't. If that makes sense. Number 9. This is a weird one. Would you rather have a clogged nose or a piece of green food stuck in your teeth? Can I pick where it's stuck in my teeth? Because if it's like stuck back here, I can just know. That'd be fine, I guess. Clogged nose, no. I like being able to breathe through my nose. So yeah, I guess green food stuck in my teeth. But calling it food makes me feel like it's gonna lead to disease, guys. But anyway, yeah. So that's that one. Number 10. This is the last one. What is something you learned this past week? Well, too bad it wasn't last week when I learned a lot about what to do at the gym. This past week. Well, I guess technically Tuesday would include that. And so I did learn a lot about what to do at the gym as far as especially using my body weight for exercises, which is really, really important. And I've been, guys, I've been studying, nutrition and exercise in general. And there's been so much that I've learned through that. But let's tie it into to the gym. Because one thing, and I'm going to probably expand with other topics on this, but in another video. But one thing that I learned at the gym that I found was really, really helpful was because, like, a lot of times when you're, fat going to the gym, you think you do cardio. That's what you got to do to lose weight. You just do cardio. But actually, strength training, weight training, will burn more fat because one, as you're building muscles, it's you're burning fat versus when you're doing cardio, it's burning everything. You can do cardio forever and it's just like last time when I lost weight without exercise, you're just emptying out. So you're losing muscle mass, you're losing bone density, you're losing fat. Instead, with strength training, you're just losing fat. And the other cool thing about that is when you do cardio, you just do your cardio and then it stops. Like you're burning fat and then you step off the treadmill or elliptical or whatever, the fat burning stops. But with weight training, as you are breaking down muscle for them to repair and rebuild themselves for hours after the gym, your body is still using so much energy that you are still burning fat, which I think is fantastic. Much more beneficial than just doing cardio. Cardio has its place, definitely, because it does help strengthen your lungs and, your heart rate. Anything that you're doing at a high intensity, your heart rate being up, that is really helpful. But for fat loss, long term, strength training actually really, really helps to burn more fat. And plus it helps reshape you. There's so many benefits to it. Like I said, I'm going to do a whole nother video on it rather than rant about it right now. Especially that's in my head because that's what I'm getting ready to go do. And I'm going to do my new routine. So homeboy's going to be tired. And I just called myself homeboy. Okay, so that is the 10 questions. That is my answers. Hopefully you guys like this type of stuff. I do find this stuff fun to do, and I like to watch them because, like I said, you do get to know a little bit more about some of the YouTubers' personalities. Like, Let's Get Fit with Sandy. She is like pure personality. Like, she shares her journey, she shares her successes and losses and all of that. But she does like nearly a daily vlog, if not daily. I believe daily. And we get to know her versus a lot of times with a lot of like my videos or some of the other ones, it's more factual or more focused on the specific topics. So I like these because you do get to share. And if you guys would like me to do more of that type of thing, not necessarily a daily vlog, I don't have time for that, but share a little bit more of my life with my journey rather than trying to focus on being helpful as far as tips and tricks and blah, 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 recipes, let me know. I gladly will. My life is kind of boring, but I gladly will share. Because I realize those are more the ones that I like to watch, so maybe I should do more of that type of stuff. Don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so anyway, that is all. Check out the people that I tagged below. Give them a couple days to upload the video, the tag. But still check them out in the meantime. Go to them and hit, subscribe. That way, when they do upload it, you can go to the channel easier and see what they said if you have not already subscribed. And yeah, comment. Like I said, if you are a YouTuber and you want to do the tag, comment and let me know. Once you do it, I'll tag you in a video down in my description box later. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, but you want to answer some of the questions, feel free. Leave them in the comments. I find these type of things fascinating. Except for number 9, the clogged nose or green tooth one. Don't bother answering that one. I don't care. But yeah, so do that. Like my video, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until tomorrow, when I do my Tuesday video, I'll talk to you guys later.